YouTube and welcome to another video. So today we're unboxing the third volume of the Estonian edition of Grandmaster of the Money Cultivation, and I was actually kind of unsure as to how I should do this video because this is actually my second unboxing of the third volumes, and I didn't actually like the way the first version looked visually. I was trying it with like a natural background without a green screen, and I just don't think that the setup looked nice, but that is not the reason why I'm refilming it. This is the first time in the history of this channel where I'm unboxing something for the second time, and I'm gonna explain why, but it also took me a while to figure out how I should edit this video. So I do have here a massive box with what should be 10 volumes of the third edition, and it was that the first time around as I unboxed them as well. However, I got my books before the bookstores got them, and I found that there was a printing error in all of the books. So we sent the books back to the printers and they fixed the printing error, and it wasn't a typo or anything like that. If you're thinking you can't fix a typo within a book, maybe you can if it's like something really awful, but you generally can't fix a typo within a book. But I actually have one of the books of the first batch that I was allowed to keep by my boss, and this batch had an empty page that's just missing all of the text that should be on that page, and I can show you the footage of me discovering that. If you guys let me know. Okay. There's something very interesting here, and I'm assuming that's gonna. Oh wow. Okay. You see, I think in my first video I said that I'm very afraid to put the open books and to realize that there's a massive error of mine. This isn't a massive error of mine, but the book that I have has page 27 and then page 28 is blank, and it's in the middle of a chapter, and then we have page 29. I'm gonna check whether the other books are like that as well. So yeah, I was sort of shocked, and I instantly wrote to my boss and was like, hey, we have an issue. The books hadn't reached the bookstores yet. Today we're gonna be unboxing a second batch and making sure that everything is cool and there's all of the text, and you're also gonna be seeing the book itself. I've been holding the book the other way around so that you can't see the front cover yet. I'm gonna be unboxing this massive box. I'm gonna do it off screen because it's heavy and I'll struggle with it. Here are the books. I can see them. Oh, they're beautiful. I'll just take out one from the top. Okay, so here's the first book I got my hands on. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this edition. It's absolutely gorgeous. I kind of feel, however, that one of the pages is slightly different. Yeah, I can feel it. There's like one page that's slightly thicker. I don't know if you'd notice if you didn't know, but it is really well done. It looks really natural. So this is where the missing page originally was, and it feels a little bit thicker, and if I like put my nails between here, I can see that there's actually like 2 pages here. So this is something you might notice if you buy the book. It looks really natural and really good. And I don't even know if you would notice it if you bought the book. It depends on the person, I would say. Maybe you would notice and maybe you wouldn't. Here on the front it says I'm the translator and the author of the glossary. There are 2 editors. There's a Chinese language advisor and obviously the author of the cover art and the overall design of the book. are done by the same person. I will link her down below. She has been posting a lot about the art and lots of different versions without the title and in all sorts of like as one whole image, because the image goes from the front to the binding to the back. It's all one image. So if you want to see the whole one image as a whole one image, then you can check it out. And obviously I'll show you the inside of the book as well. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you wanna compare it to the other two books, then you can obviously watch the other two videos. But I'll also show the first volume and the second volume. And I think my favorite at the moment is the second volume, just because we have Wangxian together and I'm such a sucker for that. But honestly, I love the third volume as well. The lighting, the way Vivisian looks, I think he looks so good and a little bit threatening and just badass, and with the crows and the red sort of blood moon and him actually playing the flute, because in the first volume he's just holding it. And yeah, I think he looks beautiful. I think our artist did a wonderful job. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, but obviously be like reasonably nice, because I don't know what it is about this fandom, but I keep seeing drama that people are attacking the artists. Like, apparently I think the Italian version of Heaven Official's Blessing had the artist redraw part of Hua Chen's outfit because people were complaining that it's too revealing, which this is Danmei. We're here for hot guys a lot of the time. Like, I'm genuinely here a lot of the time for the plot and get annoyed when there's just too much romance and stuff, because I like a good balance. But overall, like, a vital part of the genre is that we have nice guys. So I don't know why the drama. And with the hardcovers of Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, there was also drama that people didn't like, that there's a cover that there are two covers that doesn't have Wangxian on them. So I was like, well, because we have the soft cover versions that have them on every cover, and also we have internal illustrations, which sadly the Estonian version does not have internal illustrations because money. Basically because money. But good news, there will be the fourth, there will be the fifth. The fourth book I've already finished the initial translation for. It is in editing. I will get it back from the editing, then I will edit it again. I will edit the edits, and then it will go to print, and then I can show you the fourth volume. And the fifth volume I'm currently working on, still in the like start-ish. I've done quite a bit of it, but it's still very much in the beginning of the book. These things take time. When I have finished translating, that doesn't mean that the book comes out like next week. So yeah, definitely be patient. And also the artist takes time to do these beautiful artworks and to design the interior of the book, which I will also show you. This is how a new... Oh! I just realized something. This is how the chapter beginnings look. And the chapters are also made into parts, just like the English version is, but don't worry, we use the Chinese version uh, when doing our translation as well, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, in this version, the parts start from a new page, which is something that I found interesting in the second volume, that because this is, I think, the first volume that has parts. Then in this volume, in this book, we have some parts that start from the same page. So like part 3 ends here and part 4 starts here. But I think in the third one, we don't have that. Because here part 1 finishes quite at the beginning of the page, but we still start part 2 from the beginning of the page. So that's something interesting to consider, because I thought it was interesting that they did it differently in volume 2. The table of contents is in the very back. Also in the very back is the glossary. I've heard a lot of people be confused about the fact that it's in the back. For me, that isn't confusing. Maybe it's because I'm used to like scientific books, and for them they put this kind of stuff in the back. And to me it makes sense to check for these kinds of things in the back. But a lot of people have gotten us feedback that they would, or like I've seen some people give us feedback that they'd like the character lists to be in the front, but they are in the back. So you can read about all of the characters. They are all listed in the back. It isn't the same glossary as the English version. This is an original glossary. And also starting from this version, I have also made a separate glossary chapter starting from titles and addresses. And there, if you want to know what it says on the back of the book, it says the novel Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation Free, they have literally added the number 3, or Mo Dao Zu Shi Free, belongs to the fantasy and martial arts world of the same name, which is adapted into several forms, including manhwa and an animated series, each of which adds a unique nuance to the story. This novel is the third part of the 5-part novel series of the same name. Wei Wuxian was once one of the most outstanding young men of his generation, but bloody war with the Wen clan forced him to find means of combat from the demonic path. His frightening actions drove a wedge between him and Lan Wangji. Now that everyone has found out whose body he's hiding in, these old sins are coming back to haunt him, and other clans also demand for his death. Still, Lan Wangji will stand by his side, helping him unravel these dark surrounding secrets. I haven't written this back, so it's always very interesting for me to read what they have put in the back. I think for the first volume I did write the back, possibly. Yeah, I think for the first volume I did write the back. It's been so long I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure I did. But usually in a publishing house, someone like the editor-in-chief will write the backs of the books, so that's not usually something that the translator does. So if you feel like there's maybe sometimes a disconnect between the two, that might be why. And also you should know that that's what happens. And yeah, I'll just show you close-ups of all of the beautiful designs. And the book, again, the front page has the original's title and the author's name. And this page has the title in Estonian and author's name. By the way, something interesting to note, the Estonian version also has an ebook variant, but the ebook variant actually came out first, and here you can see some of the footage I recorded at the time from one of our biggest bookstore listings. So they had the ebook listed and the physical books for the previous parts, but not the physical book for the third part just yet. But by now the physical books are also available everywhere, as you can see here. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope it was interesting and informative and you learned something new. And I hope you look forward to the 4th part. I'm hoping that you will buy the 3rd volume. And if you have enjoyed this video, then make sure to check out some of my other videos, obviously of all of the other books in this series. But I have other videos related to Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation. I have other videos related to dolls. Dolls are one of the main things. In fact, I have Wei Wuxian and Lan Wangji mini dolls, which I have unboxed on this channel, and a Wei Wuxian figure. And yeah, I have a lot of dolls, I have a lot of convention videos and stuff like that. If any of that interests you, please make sure to check any of the other videos out, subscribe, and if there's anything else you'd like me to talk about in the future videos as these books come out, and if I am able to talk about it, then I will talk about it. And I did say to subscribe and leave a like, right? I hope you did. And I'll see you in another video.